10 of my favorite duas in the moment that I'm really enjoying based on the scent profile, the reactions I'm getting, and the performance. All of these are very good performing Dua fragrances. So let's get into this list. Beast list. Dua Fragrances does a whole bunch of cool inspirations, original expressions, blends, hybrids. Great company. You could use the code 6cents or 6cents official 15. It'll be down below to get 15% off your order at any time. So the link will be down below. It'll take you to Dua's website, and you could use my code if you want to. Let's get into this beast list. Starting on up, we have celebrating 10 years of Mr. and Mrs. Dua. Mr. and Mrs. Mr. and Mrs. Right here, this is an inspiration fragrance of the fragrances Massam wore and his wife on their wedding. He's the owner or one of the co-owners of Dua. So it's a Bleu de Chanel inspiration blend with Rouge Parfum Sweetie Oud. The inspiration, their expressions of both of those scent profiles mixed together, and it's wonderful. It smells mass appealing and regal at the same time. A crazy good fragrance. Good reactions with this one too, more than I would have thought, blending Sweetie Oud by Roja with that Bleu de Chanel DNA, but you need to smell this one. This is just such a good fragrance that just works, even if you don't think it would on paper. Next up, of course, one of my favorites, you guys know, Poseidon's Desire 2. It's the inspiration scent profile of Xerjoff's Cruz del Sur 2, that mango milky slushy, with the Creed Aventus scent profile. It's essentially Aventus with pineapple and a whole bunch of vanilla mango. So good. Insane compliments with this. You could wear it any season, but in the summer, oh boy, it just shines. So next up, we have an original. This is Caramel Brandy. Kind of smells like Killian single malt with more chocolate caramel accords. Deep, rich, boozy, smells very high quality, very niche. Great reactions wearing it. Oh man. Like a boozy chocolate brandy, or like a single malt liquor with a whole bunch of chocolate caramel accords. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. One of the best fall fragrances. Next up, a compliment monster, Tiger's Madagascar Vanillin Rum. Okay, these names are very long. Tiger's Madagascar Vanillin Rum. Smells like Bulgari's Tiger, so that Ambroxan grapefruit beast fragrance that's very mass appealing with a very high quality powdery vanilla here. This vanilla almost has a incense-like vibe, kind of like benzoin, or it's balsamic. Really smells smooth and resinous at the base. A compliment beast. I ran through my first bottle. This is just such a good, show you the full presentation, such a good fragrance to wear if you love compliments and you love Tiger and you just want a whole bunch of vanilla. You want Tiger in the winter, Tiger in the fall. This fragrance gives it to you. Next up here, Ocean's Bourbon, an original creation. It's a boozy aquatic fragrance. So it does smell very deep and very rich. You do get an oceanic vibe right when you first spray it. Kind of like deep, rich waters with driftwood and moss and trees in it. That's the vibe. It's not a green fragrance. It just smells like a dense aquatic. But quickly behind it is this heavy liquor accord, this boozy accord that's sweet. And you wouldn't think it works, but it really does. You could wear it in the summer, but I actually think in the fall and the colder seasons is where this one shines. Almost like a fresh oceanic boozy fragrance, quite literally what the name suggests. You need to smell it to believe it, but it's a good one nonetheless. Next up, we have their inspiration blend of Xerjoff's 1861 Naxos and Creed Aventus, and it's called Poseidon's Fortune for Gen X. I always forget these names, but anyways, this one, really good. It's Creed Aventus, that scent profile majority, with the honey and tobacco from Naxos. So good. So it's a winning scent profile, absolutely. Compliment beast. Great in the summer, but even greater in the cooler weather. Next up, their inspiration of BDK Parfums Gris Charnel Extrait. It's Paris Aura. Love this one. It takes that Gris Charnel Extrait scent profile and just boosts it up even more. Good performance, really nice. I love the original scent profile. So you're gonna have like tea-like spices, you're gonna have cardamom, you're gonna have a heavy vanilla base, OG La Nuit de l'Homme on steroids with a twist, with a niche twist. That's kind of to give you guys an idea of what it smells like, right? Of course, they'll smell different when you have them side by side. It's kind of like an elevated, spicy cardamom fragrance. So I'm trying to frame it for you. A masterpiece. I mean, Dua killed it. A great one-for-one inspiration, and it's even beefier than BDK's. Next up, 33 Shades of Santal, an incredible Santal 33 alternative. Like, mind-blowing incredible. It was a blind buy. I wanted an alternative for that fragrance. Wow. Worth every dollar, and it was so cheap. It smells exactly like Santal 33 with the fresh citrus accords with that almost green kind of spice in the mid, and of course a very thin wood at the base. It smells exactly like Santal 33. I have a bottle actually. It's in the other room. Side by side, they smell almost the same. Almost the same. I would say Dua's, the only difference is Dua's is stronger. So there you go. A stronger version of Santal 33, but they did it right. If you guys were wondering, they did it right with this one. Next up, right here, Gone Swimming in Savage's Blue Supernova. Oh my goodness. This was a compliment beast when I wore it. All gone. And this fragrance smells like the ultimate blue beast mode masculine fragrance. It was the scent profiles of Dior Sauvage, Bleu de Chanel, Bulgari Tiger, and I believe Roja Parfums Elysium. It was all blended together to essentially just smell like the best elements of each of those fragrances. Like, you could spray this fragrance and think about any one of those that it's being inspired by, and you'll be like, okay, I can get that from Bleu de Chanel, I can get that from Elysium, I can get that from Sauvage, you know, I can get that from Tiger. Or did this one have Tiger? Gone Swimming. No, it had Louis Vuitton Afternoon Swim. Sorry, I think that was the other fragrance scent profile they blended in here. But you can kind of pick out something from each of those fragrances when you spray it. It's so good. Absolutely recommend purchasing this. If you're like making a cart while watching this video, I mean, personally, I think all 10 are worth it, but that one for sure. And finally, we have Zest of Elixir, a scent profile of Creed Aventus's best elements mixed with the saffron of Baccarat Rouge 540. Then you have a zesty orange popsicle vibe from Mugler's Ultra Zest. This was insane, man. Like this, when I used to wear this one, compliments were unreal. It's so strong. The saffron from that Baccarat Rouge 540 vibe mixed so well with that orange creamsicle accord. And of course, to back it all up, to like give it that punch, you have Creed Aventus and the Ambroxan and the pineapple. So an 11 out of 10 scent profile, most definitely. Let's try to give you guys a good look at this one. Anyways, I do recommend all these fragrances. That's why I made the video. That's why I'm sharing them with you guys. Let me know down below some of the duos you're currently enjoying. 6 Sense Official 15, or the code will be down below. Get 15% off at any time. And you can click the link down below, take you over to Dua's website. In general, fragrances I always purchase from Joma Shop or Fragrance Buy. Literally, I sink my money into these companies because they typically have the best deals. Great selection, both shipped to Canada. So feel free to check out all the links down below. So if you're into the hobby, try to save some money where you can. Always appreciate your support, guys. I'll see you in the next one.